So I had a bunch of dreams last night, but an important thing that happened before I went to sleep last night was I went on a series of superhero missions like I've been planning on doing in areas of town that I'm not as familiar with, or that I feel most disconnected with. I think, like, from the people there whenever I go into stores and stuff. So I purposely went to different places for each of these things that I needed, so I could go in and interact with people and just kind of like see what there was. Um, I I had a particularly interesting experience at where was I? At this gas station. I went in to get oil, um, and I I was wearing a really pretty shirt, so I was getting those sort of interactions, and but because I was on a mission to be Love Superhero, I I was working on different ways to interpret it in real time, so that I was reacting with more of like an understanding instead of having some kind of like knee jerk emotional reaction or something. That was really good. That was successful. And I saw like that some of those people who were interacting with me like that didn't know how to interact when I gave them an energy that they weren't expecting. So that was fun. Um, Other things happened. I interacted with this really great guy in Spanish. I love practicing Spanish, and he loved that I was practicing Spanish, and so that was really cool. Putting oil in my car and stuff. When I came back out, I went back in to go to the bathroom, and then I was talking to the guy who runs the store, and then I came out, and when I went back to my car, I still had the hood up because I didn't want to deal with it yet. But there's this really big guy standing just like in front of my car, kind of staring at me, and it was, I mean, it's like late at night, and we're on the side of the store where there aren't any cameras and there isn't really any light, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is this part of the movie where I totally ninja out of this situation somehow. Um, he's like, yo girl, you got some change you can give me? And I was like, not for real, but do you smoke tobacco? Because I could roll you some tobacco. And he was like, yeah, get out your tobacco. Maybe we could roll some tobacco. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like finishing my oil stuff, and I put some stuff in my trunk, and then the guy that I had been speaking Spanish to inside had like come out from the like around back, um, and was kind of like had a catty corner to me and the big guy by the wall, and and it looked like they had just been talking or something, or like they had just been communicating, and the big guy was like, you know what, like, I'm good on that cigarette, I'm good. I was like, yeah, are you sure? Okay. um but it was this really cool feeling of and maybe I'm just projecting this story, but that he it felt like the man I was speaking Spanish to was he like assumed this guardian angel role, and that I felt him come from the back around to the corner, and I sort of felt like what that situation, I mean, not it like, I mean, I'm in a city that isn't that dangerous, really. I mean, depending on who you are and where you are, and what statistics you're looking at, I guess. But like in combination to other places I've lived, this isn't a super dangerous place. But that like all places are dangerous in some sense. But that my lesson was that if I'm really just like, because I've been in situations like that where it's turned out differently, And it was powerful for at least this time to have set the intention earlier in the night to be this particular being, and to allow myself to be open to interactions from all people in the same way. And then if like something's starting to feel weird, to not like, I can't panic. So just kind of flow with it. And so that was awesome. And really, like, it could have, if it turned out differently, I like to think that I would have interacted that situation however I interacted with it. That didn't make any sense. I'm getting confused again. And the other thing is that, like, my foot is injured, so I can't even like run anywhere, like be that mobile. But besides that, I went on 2 other missions that evening, and was feeling really good about it. Had great interactions with people, especially at the grocery store that I went to. I had some like not that awesome interactions with people, but I felt like where I was like, I'm just working on it, I'm working on it, and I feel like I'm doing a good job, and that's awesome. And my dreams are basically just like more dramatic variations of things I experience. So I am now relaying that to my computer and YouTube or whatever. Yeah, feeling good. Yes. Okay, bye.